Dearest gentle viewer, this is me again, Fetchidi, your new YouTube friend. Foreigners living in the Philippines, or those of you thinking about retiring in my country, you know how exciting it is to meet new people and build a social life. But it is not always easy. For today, we are going to talk about something a lot of foreigners notice, and that is the feeling that friendships can sometimes be transactional. Let us start with a classic scenario, and that is the awkward bill moment. You've had a great conversation with Filipinos, and you feel like you have found a potential new circle of friends. And then the waiter brings the bill, your friends look at it and then at you, and the silence is just so uncomfortable. And the worst part is that they do not reach for their wallets. It is that moment where you feel an unspoken expectation for you to pay just because you are the foreigner. This can be really frustrating, I know, but the reason often comes down to different economic realities. So we all know that a $1 or a €1 is not a lot for you. But in the Philippines, a single dollar can be in a significant amount. I really hate to say this, but I have one observation for foreigners, and that is people who are less educated in the Philippines or just live in poorer areas tend to have more of these freeloader behaviors. They may have a transactional mindset and even wanting to take from others without remorse. In these situations, it is almost an unspoken rule, and that is if you are a foreigner, then you are paying. This is why many people advise you to make friends with middle to upper class families in the Philippines. They are often the ones who won't let you pay, and in fact, they might even insist on paying for you because you are their guests. My friendly advice is to always trust your gut. A true friend will be happy to split the cost or won't see your request to do so as an issue. The second scenario is a misunderstanding around the language of gratitude. You might do a kind gesture, like for example, buying your friend a drink, and only get a quiet nod or a slight smile in return, but no verbal thank you. If you are the foreigner who are used to a big enthusiastic, oh my gosh, thank you so much for this in the West, then this can really feel like your kindness went unnoticed. In many cultures, a nod or a quiet smile is considered a more respectful and humble way of saying thanks. The absence of a big verbal expression does not mean that your Filipino friends are not grateful. It really just means that they are expressing it differently. And the best approach here is just to be kind, just because you want to, right? And not because you expect a specific reaction. And the last scenario is finding your community. Expats often ask me where to find the right people then. I know it is just easy to feel lost in a new country because I also experience it, but a great tip is to not only focus on where you make friends and just start focusing on what you are doing when you make them. You want to find people who share your values and interests. And the best way to do that is to put yourself in situations where those interests are the main event. That means instead of just hoping to meet someone at a cafe or on a boulevard, then try joining a local sports club, for example in Dumaguete City. When you meet people through a shared hobby, you already have a strong foundation for a real friendship, and it gives you something to talk about and a good reason to spend time together. As a proud Filipina, I know you cannot group all of us into one type, and so it is not wrong to actively seek out people who are of a similar socio-economic status as you, especially in this country. I know it is harder when you are the foreigner because you might automatically be expected to pay for everything. The bottom line of this video is that it is not only foreigners who struggle to make Filipino friends, but it is not just them who face this kind of issue. Within some Filipino communities, people often base friendships on wealth and social status, and this happens a lot in our barangay. It is a harsh reality that a family wants to be your friends because you are rich or just because you have a business, but they will avoid you if you are poor. Ask your girlfriend about this, and she will sadly confirm that this kind of mindset is really real in the Philippines. It is a way of thinking that says, I will only be your friend if you can help me. It makes those who are poor people to feel alone, and it shows that within the Filipino community, it can be hard to find genuine friendships. And whenever I have foreign friends, I always advise them to be cautious with whom you are making friends with. And one last piece of advice to all of the foreigners there who are listening is that building friendships abroad is a journey. It really takes patience, understanding, and a willingness to be proactive. But when you find those genuine connections, your new country truly feels like home. And that would be all for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more info like this. See you in my next video. Ciao!